The way you are treating me is so repulsive. I have text messages, Megan, calling me an anti-Semite. There's another article out in the Times of Israel today. I could read it on air. I was just reading before I got on. Charlie, what are you doing? Like, why are you? What am I doing? I'm sorry. Like, let's just take a step back here. Like, I'm an American citizen.
Shock in the US after a prominent right-wing activist, Charlie Kirk, was shot dead while addressing students on a campus in Utah. Video footage showed Mr. Kirk, a close ally of Donald Trump, speaking and then slumping down in his seat. Charlie Kirk was credited with persuading young voters to support Donald Trump ahead of his election and was known to be close to the president and his family. In the last few minutes, Mr. Trump took to social media to confirm that Mr. Kirk has died.
Watching from pretty close up, and I heard a pop, and I thought, no, that nobody's shooting firecrackers, right? This is the middle of the day. And then I watched a fountain of blood come out of the side of his neck like a water fountain. And it was surreal.
This cannot happen if the shooter is shooting on the roof straight on. The FBI is lying to you.
We got a new report from the New York Times that confirms something we had covered earlier and also confirms an Israeli government direct connection for an influence op that they were running directly on American lawmakers.
My condolences to you, sir. My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
While the massive psyop unfolds, the elites want people to see this as a left versus right attack on Charlie. Many are falling for their crisis actors, fueling frustration and division.
This is such shit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. I just murdered Charlie Kirk right here in Utah. I'm so freaking pissed right now. This is I just saw blood squirting out of his neck. I love that guy. He would have been our next president. I am so pissed right now. Why do they always come with violence? Gosh damn it! Use your freaking words as they're talking to you people. Who caught Charlie Kirk? I'm driving down a Provo right now. I'm so pissed. Damn it!
Stay alert and watchful for the enemy's moves. As we near the end of times, the devil in high places is growing sloppy, leaving traces of his schemes. Remember who the real enemy is.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
The elites are at work right in front of our eyes. Charlie Kirk, born October 14th, 1993, happens to share the same date as George Floyd. Two public figures from opposing sides sharing a birthday is no accident. This date was chosen to keep people divided, turning it into a rallying flashpoint to keep the conflict alive.
U.S. Senate has passed a resolution
designating October 14th,
2025 as a National Day of Remembrance
for Charlie Kirk. The date, Kirk's birthday.
That day is his birthday.
October 14th, which was Kirk's birthday, will
the
be designated as an opportunity for Americans to reflect on his contributions to public debate and civic engagement.
They're all working from the same script. This isn't coincidence. It's a coordinated play by the elites.
Open your eyes.
With that, I will now turn the microphone over to the director of the FBI, Kash Patel.
Thank you, Governor. This is what happens when you let good cops be cops. The FBI and our partners are proud to stand here today together to bring justice to the family of Charlie Kirk and honor his memory. I want to express my deep gratitude to President Trump, the Vice President, and the entire White House who have been so incredibly supportive with both resources and just personally to the FBI as a team. They had our backs the entire way, and I just want to express my gratitude for giving us the resources we need to operate in this space to bring this sort of justice at this sort of speed. In 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie. And just last night, the suspect was taken into custody at 10 p.m. local time. In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise.
You know, this bad stuff happens. And for 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us.
33. 33. 33.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Why should people care about surveillance?
Because even if you're not doing anything wrong, you're being watched and recorded. And the storage capability of these systems increases every year consistently by orders of magnitude, to where it's getting to the point you don't have to have done anything wrong. You simply have to eventually fall under suspicion from somebody, even by a wrong call. And then they can use the system to go back in time and scrutinize every decision you've ever made, every friend you've ever discussed something with, and attack you on that basis.
Edward Snowden warned us years ago. They're using the same tactics now that they used with Kohlberger.
Every friend you've ever discussed something with, and attack you on that basis.
I went to school with this Tyler Robinson kid. I'll show y'all. That's him right there, Tyler Robinson. I'm not gonna say I knew this kid really well. I didn't know him very well at all, but I definitely saw him for like 3 straight years in high school. And the best way I could describe him is just like a Reddit kid. I don't know, I feel like if you were in high school around that same time, and even probably now, like 2018, and then like, you know, those kinds of kids, but that's exactly what he was. All I'm gonna say is this is the kind of happens when you spend way too much time online, and all of a sudden your beliefs are all the way this way or all the way this way, and you do some dramatic to please these people that are not your friends.
Many are already predicting the psyop before it unfolds. It's the same playbook, designed to pit people against each other.
I guarantee the person that is going to be recorded as the pew-pewer, I guarantee they're going to try to classify them as a liberal. Let me tell you why. This is a perfect way to start a civil war.
Authorities claim that because of Charlie Kirk's beliefs, Tyler Robinson, an angry leftist, grew jealous and climbed onto a roof to take him out. That's the narrative they want us to accept. But the story is far more complex. When the facts are riddled with coincidences, don't dismiss those coincidences. On September 9th, 2025, the day before the shooting, a book appeared on Amazon Prime titled The Shooting of Charlie Kirk by Anastasia J. Casey, describing in detail what was about to happen. A few people noticed the book, and Amazon quickly removed it. But how did anyone know 24 hours ahead of time what events would unfold?
conspiracy theorist, but look what I found earlier on Amazon. These were posted on Amazon on September 9th. That was day before yesterday. How does one publish a book on September 9th for something that happened on September 10th? Then Amazon changed it to this. But wait, if you scroll down, it still says this. Oh, but wait, they're not gonna let this stay up. No, if you go search the book now, this is what you find. Something else is happening here. I don't know what it is, but definitely something's happening. What do you think?
On the day of the slaying, a man named George Zinn acted as the decoy, immediately drawing police attention after the shot by claiming he was responsible and even pulling down his pants.
Was that you? It's him or not?
But what was he really doing on a college campus in Utah at that moment? Even more striking, back in 2013, George Zinn's name surfaced in connection with the Salt Lake City Marathon bomb threat case, and even with 9/11 when the towers fell.
Let's be real clear. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird going on with this.
I know.
First of all, there was that one guy who was the decoy. All right, so you got this guy who's an older guy who starts yelling out. Didn't he take his pants down? He took his pants down. This guy was at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombings.
All the hits.
He called in a fake bomb at another place, and then he did this at this thing. Right after, so somehow or another, this guy has the state of mind that the moment someone gets shot, he yells out and says, I did it, and takes his pants down or something like that. I don't know exactly what he did. Then, ready for this? He gets arrested for child right away.
Right after this happened?
Oh, right away. He's in jail for, well, now you can't interview him.
Right, right.
Right, and because when the internet people start going, how are you at all these different things? He's clearly insane, or not, or he's professionally insane.
No, it was an interesting time when I went to, I was at Denver just on September 10th, 2001, and everything that happened, we opened the stadium on September 10th, 2001. And so, you know, I was, we won the Giants, which was good. I remember that was when Ed McCaffrey actually got hurt that night on a season-ending injury. They said, come down, look in the lobby. Something's happening here. They said there's a plane that's headed towards one of the towers in New York City. And we're just glued. Everybody in the lobby is just going, wow, this is pilot error. What's going on here? You know, it was very confusing. And we see that plane go in, and we just think, wow.
What are the odds that one man could be used as a distraction or be present at 3 major events in history purely by coincidence? 0. Yet, somehow, George Zinn was there each time, almost as if he had a mission, taking orders from someone above him. After a 33-hour manhunt, the FBI identified Tyler Robinson as a suspect. He reportedly had no digital footprint and acted completely alone. Authorities say that after the shot, Tyler disassembled the weapon before video captured the suspect fleeing the roof. Yet, the assembled weapon was found in nearby bushes, with DNA allegedly tying Tyler to it. In the video, the suspect is seen in one outfit, but later appears in a different one. According to police, Tyler allegedly smuggled the rifle in a backpack, climbed to the roof, assembled it there, disassembled it after the shot, and then reassembled it, wrapped it in a towel, and left it in the woods? Does that add up? Was it really Tyler? Or was it someone else?
Right up.
Yeah. You think he'd already be in place?
You would think that. So there's somebody on the roof right there? Just saying. He just ran from over, where's my finger? Whoa. From over there, ran in, and now he's right there. Just saying.
And he says, yeah, I saw the shot. I had just stopped recording about 20 seconds before the shot rang out. And he said that he told them a description of what the shooter looked like. And it was not the description that the entire world received less than 24 hours later of this person, Tyler Robinson, wearing jeans. I said, was he wearing jeans? He said, no. Actually, this person was dressed in tactical gear and he was wearing a face mask. And he said, according to him, like I said, he has a lot of experience with guns, that this person looked to him like a foreign agent. I don't know if he's wearing all black, how he got that, but he said he was very certain that this person was skilled, knew exactly what he was doing, and was highly trained, like a highly trained assassin, so to speak, okay? He then says something else. As soon as George Zinn got arrested and that started circulating, he ran to someone on campus and said, this is the wrong person. I observed this person with my eyes. You have the complete wrong description. The person you're looking for is wearing tactical gear and is obviously young because I watched him sprint back after taking the shot. I saw this with my own two eyes. And for whatever reason, that never made its way out that we can see of a description of a person wearing tactical gear. We're kind of left with this idea that he was wearing the now infamous veterans shirt with the American flag on it and some jeans.
Charlie kicked off the event at noon. At 12:23, a university police officer reported shots fired. Just seconds later, a man is seen running off the rooftop. It seems impossible to disassemble the firearm in the time frame claimed by the authorities. They said it was taken apart immediately after the shot, but the camera capturing the rooftop escape suggests it would have had to be done in under 3 seconds. Anyone attempting the same test would find the timing highly questionable.
This is my rifle. It takes 2 different tools to take it apart. It takes a Torx key and an Allen key. Now, if I take a shot and immediately disassemble this, I have to remove the bolt, remove the magazine, grab my Allen key, hit the 2 bolts on the bottom, put those away in the Allen key, grab my Torx key, remove the scope, put everything in the backpack, make sure I have everything, and make my way downtown. Okay, which is going to take a lot longer for him than it is for me, especially because his fine-tuned motor function, something as simple as grabbing an Allen key to a little bolt, is going to be extremely impaired due to a dump of adrenaline throughout his bloodstream. An extreme elevated heart rate is going to make these fine-tuned skills extremely difficult. I mean, just for him to think and analyze of what needs to be done to disassemble this rifle and get away would be difficult. And we're not even going to touch the topic of him assembling the rifle on top of the roof, which if you reassemble a rifle and you take a cold dead shot, it's not going to be 100% accurate, okay? Or the fact that he disassembled this after taking a shot, which the rifle's going to be hot and they found no gloves. There's just so many inconsistencies that just makes zero sense. I mean, I'm still working on this and I have taken this rifle apart 1,000 times. And now he has to put the pieces of the rifle into a backpack. And this is a gigantic backpack. Shout out Wolfpack, best backpacks in the Anyways, as you can see, this barrel broken down does not fit in this backpack. And this is a big boy, way bigger than the one that he was carrying. Okay, I put the rifle stock in here and guess what? It doesn't fit, it sticks out. Now let's just say for sake of argument that he put these in his pant leg and he was walking. These are still so long broken down that he would not be able to walk straight. He wouldn't be able to bend his legs.
The description didn't match Tyler. Witnesses reported seeing a man in tactical gear on the rooftop, not someone fitting Tyler's description. If that wasn't Tyler, then who was it? The text exchange, allegedly between Robinson and his roommate, is strange. Most people, especially 22-year-old college students, don't speak this way. According to authorities, he supposedly confessed to the entire crime in detail, almost handing himself over to the feds on a silver platter. For example, he allegedly wrote, "Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel, and I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle." It seems too perfect. It doesn't match how Tyler spoke in body cam footage.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's gonna be a minute. She's got to shuttle over from where she's at to her car and then drive over.
Gotcha. Okay, what I need you to do is just fill out this witness statement for me. This is just your identifying information. Down here, put exactly what you told me that happened. You two, are you brothers or friends?
Yeah.
Okay, all I need, I just need his, down here, let's put name, date of birth, your address, and your phone number. That work just right down here. I have to list him as a passenger.
He says car, not vehicle. So if it wasn't Tyler, who was it? Why are the police presenting this narrative? Who are they protecting? Authorities claim he was a leftist upset at Charlie Kirk over his speech, and that he confessed to his dad and roommate. Allegedly, Bill Ackman offered $1 million to the person who brought in the shooter. And since the dad reportedly brought in the alleged shooter, he would have received the reward. Ackman is also said to have had a heated argument with Charlie in the Hamptons weeks earlier over his stance on Israel. Was the dad being paid as part of the plan? Tyler has never confessed. In fact, after the arrest and all the conflicting reports, Tyler's grandmother stated that none of it is true. So what is really going on here?
Family members told authorities that Robinson became more political in recent years, but it's unclear how he got to that point and where he allegedly decided that he wanted to kill Charlie Kirk. Cox also said that they're looking into whether leftist groups had any knowledge of Robinson's plan ahead of time. Not everyone, though, believes that Robinson is the one who killed Charlie Kirk. His grandmother spoke to the Daily Mail. She said that the authorities have the wrong guy. She said the Robinson family, they're all Republicans who supported Donald Trump, and she doesn't know of any Democrats in her family.
Grandma is right. So why is his family admitting guilt when Tyler himself never confessed? There's a psyop written all over this case. And speaking with the surgeon, he reportedly said there was no exit wound and called it a miracle. Yet, the public knows a bullet of that caliber would normally exit. Was Charlie struck by a magic bullet? Or was the shot fired from a completely different direction than we're being told? No evidence points to Tyler. Instead, everything points to an elite numerology game, a plan already set in motion by the forces of evil surrounding us.
Spokesperson Andrew Colvett, and he wanted to post this. He said he spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie in the hospital, and they were talking about the exit wound. So Colvett was saying that there was no exit wound. We are still waiting to confirm this with the hospital, but he said he spoke with the surgeon who worked on Charlie. He said the bullet absolutely should have gone through, but it didn't go through. Charlie's body stopped it. He said, quote, "It was an absolute miracle that someone else didn't get killed." They did find the bullet just beneath the skin, he says, and even in death, he finishes that Charlie managed to save the lives of those around him.
I can't believe this. The spokesperson for TPUSA just posted 2 hours ago that they talked to the coroner and that Charlie Kirk was shot with a .30-06 in the left side of his neck and the carotid artery, and that he's a man of steel, and that the bones in his neck that are like chicken bones stopped a bullet that travels 2,500 feet a second out of the barrel at 200 yards, depending on the grain of the cartridge and the rest of it. Probably hit him at 1,900 feet per second. I've shot hogs at 500 yards, 30-06, right to the side. Tiny hole, blows a 4-inch hole out to the side. We're talking through 2 feet of a hog. Boom. Hit him in the head, brain completely blows out. And we have, this is retarded, people. I mean, I shot a buffalo with a .308. That's weaker than a 30-06, but somewhere around. The bullet went through a bull buffalo. More reports coming on this, folks. We're being lied to. This is a cover-up.
In the 1998 Nicolas Cage film, Snake Eyes, the plot is eerily similar to the Charlie Kirk incident. In the movie, a man named Charles Kirkland is assassinated in the neck on September 10th during a boxing match featuring a fighter named Tyler.
hate to make conspiracies about this, but there are just way too many similarities in this movie and what happened to Charlie Kirk. So in a 1998 movie called Snake Eyes starring Nicolas Cage, a politician named Charlie Kirkland, a politician, gets assassinated in the neck in very almost identical spot, and it is during a boxing match on September 10th. Here's the poster. And the man starring in the fight is Tyler the Executioner. I usually don't believe in coincidences, but I just don't understand how this is possible. The same date, the big event, the big distraction is the fight of Tyler the Executioner. The name of the politician who got assassinated is Charlie Kirkland. It's wild.
The evidence overwhelmingly shows Tyler did not commit this crime. This is clearly a cover-up. We must no longer allow the media to shape our thoughts or frame our perceptions. Instead of fighting one another, we can come together and stand against the evil that has kept us divided and confused for far too long. Without players, their game ends, and this moment could be the turning point leading to a true awakening about who the real enemy is in this world. It's not left or right, but those in high places.
Spiritual wickedness in high places.
Preying on us while they sit back and watch us suffer. Once we are aware, for them, it's
game over.